Okay, y'all, I did the one thing you should never do, and I went onto Reddit.
Girl!
When I was browsing Reddit, I found this subreddit called r/unpopular opinion. I went in to see what people's opinions are, and y'all, some of y'all got terrible takes. Some of y'all got some valid takes. So now we're going to get into it. We're going to break them down, and we're going to decide which takes I agree with and which opinions I think are bad, and y'all should really seek out for these opinions. So starting with the first one, we have jury duty should not be random. Some people get screwed way more than others, and it's not a fair system. I'm 30 years old and I've had jury duty 3 times already. Most of my friends and family twice my age have not even had it once. If you get picked once, you should be eliminated from the jury pool completely until it's absolutely needed. First of all, before we even go into what others think about it, I off right back think this is a valid take. Good opinion. I haven't been calling for jury duty yet. Thankfully, people who have, I agree that once everyone's been called in, then we reset it. Someone said, I've been called in 3 times, and all 3 times they said no trials today, go home. That's crazy. Why would they call you in if there's no trial? Listen, for those of us who have never been summoned, we are waiting patiently. It's weird because the people I know who have gotten jury duty have been summoned at least twice, and yes, some of us waiting for our moment.
We? Who's we? There is no we.
Who's waiting for our moment? I'm sorry, I'm not waiting for my moment. I do not want to be in jury duty. I'm confused. Like, who's been counting their days? I would rather eat gravel than do jury duty. Don't agree, but also valid, because it takes a lot of your time and you don't even barely get paid enough for that. We agree with this take, valid take. Let's move on. Public libraries are better than any streaming system. I started to cancel my streaming subscriptions one by one with just Netflix remaining and Peacock. All of them have the same problem. They don't have what I want to watch, or worse, the things I enjoy were moved out to another competitor. At one time I was paying like $70 a month. Ooh, you know what? That makes sense, because with all the streaming services I have, yeah, it's probably close to that. Now enter my public library. Has all the movies and shows on either physical media or through Hoopla when I want them for free. I remember I wanted to watch some horror films for Halloween season. Most of the titles were unavailable on any streaming platform, whereas my library had them all on Blu-ray and DVD. Just off rip, not a bad take. Because they are right that libraries will offer media stuff too. I kind of forgot about that. It warms my heart that people are coming around to physical media again. No, actually, that might be a good hot take. Physical media might be coming back this year, especially when you can just own something and you don't have to like rent it. And once you have it, you're good. I see this response a lot, but how are you not running afoul of the law? I thought they really went after people for that. VPN, at most you get a warning. I torrented like 50 terabytes of stuff over the years and no issues. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Allegedly, I think people kind of sleep on being a pirate. I'm just saying, like, people be like going out of their pocket, going broke for streaming a movie. If y'all don't just sail the 7 seas, if you know, you know. Which I don't know. I could never. I will say though, agree with this opinion. Great take. Next, choosing friends based on attractiveness is just as normal as choosing romantic partners that way.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
Listen, man.
Let's see what they have to say, because now y'all, just on that alone, I notice that people are more accepted of having physical preferences when it comes to dating, but will judge you if you apply the same standards when choosing friends. If you don't want to have sex with an ugly person, why is it more wrong if I also don't want to hang out with someone ugly? I only wanted to be friends with pretty and educated women that have great personalities. I'm a straight woman, so it's not even for sexual reasons. I don't... I'm finding it. I'm finding it. Give me a second. Because I don't... It's like... I don't think we should just be judging people who are friends with just straight off of looks, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, 1, looks are objective, and 2, you're just hanging out as buddies, you know? We're just being a bunch of pals. I don't understand why I have to be like, nope, you're ugly, 6 feet apart, don't even breathe my air. Like, I don't know. I just feel like this is doing too much. Like, if you don't want to be friends with me, that's good, because that's a crazy, crazy opinion. I don't think it's wrong to have preferences, but friendship usually survives because of shared values, not physical appeal. Exactly. Sound insufferably vain and superficial. I choose friends based on how cool, intelligent, interesting, or kind someone is. Their looks have nothing to do with that equation. Yes. Dating is inherently about attraction. Friendship is not. If you're filtering friends by looks, that's not a preference, that's treating people like accessories. Yes, like you just want to associate with people that just make you look cute. This feels just like a young take. When you're young, there tends to be a social stigma with people in your look class. Everyone is saying what needs to be said. I agree that saying attractiveness can cause friendships just like it can cause romantic relationships, but neither are healthy if your relationship is only based on looks. You know what? That's also an even better take, because yes, romantic relationship you want. I think you shouldn't just be with someone who you have no attraction to whatsoever physically, but also you need more than just the looks, y'all. You gotta have the like chemistry in terms of personality and like your shared interests and stuff. Hard disagree with this take, because that was sick. Soup should be normalized as a savory everyday drink. Just off rip, why are we drinking soup? Like, I'm just imagining chicken noodle soup and you're just like chunky soup in your mouth, some stew, and you're just like, what's going on? When I go into work, I don't want a coffee dispenser. I want broth dispensers. No solids, just broth. I want to sip some spicy ginger garlic chicken broth from a mug in a morning meeting. What? Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm scared. Soup has electrolytes, protein, and tastes great. Why does the drink have to be either water or sweetened? Why can the drink in my cup satisfy my savory cravings? We accept savory snacks throughout the day, but I'm weird for getting the satisfaction from a drink. Yes, you're weird. Capri Sun? Nah, Capri Soup. Where are we right now? What are we talking about? I'm confused. You want to drink your bone broth? I don't understand why I have to be accepted towards your lifestyle of drinking your soup without judging you. I'm gonna judge you for drinking soup from a cup. Like, it sounds like you could just do this on your own and nothing has to change for you to do this. Do you not remember the Campbell single serve sippable soups? They were shaped like, I used to kill the tomato ones. Now I have to look this up. Oh my gosh, it's real. People are sipping soups. What is happening to the world, guys? Someone better have a great response here to get me to agree. That's actually hilarious and feels like an extension of a soup show contract so many people have signed their souls to. No, I have signed my soul, okay? I'll sign it again. I signed it on line. I'll sign my soul away anytime. I'm not drinking soup from a cup, and I'm not, no! Someone said I'd be okay with this. Just be ready to be labeled bone broth guy around the office. So apparently everyone agrees with this man. I am holding my ground though. I think you should just do what you need to do, and I don't like this opinion. Thumbs down this opinion. Disagree. Ice cream does not belong on warm baked goods. Ooh, let's see what this is about. Cookies, brownies, pie, all example of things ice cream should not be put on. It adds a nice sweetness, but it's not worth the weird hot and cold temperature thing that goes on. Warm baked goods should be enjoyed as they are with appropriately temperatured toppings. A good crumbled peanut topping or brownie is acceptable. First of all, no. Well, also, I'm just biased because I don't like peanuts. But secondly, you don't want ice cream on your brownie? That hot, warm temperature thing isn't the cost, it's the goal. No, actually. Because if something is warm and then I get to eat the cold with it, it like balances them out. It's not like, oh, dang it, now I have this cold thing stuck on my hot thing. Like, it makes it good, you know? Now, the whole point is the weird hot and cold temperature thing. It's like adding crunch to a soft food. Ooh, I do love a good crunch to my soft food. Usually I won't go out of my way to put ice cream on a dessert, but like when it's there, like, it just eats up every time. Like, y'all don't understand. Well, this opinion, certified, downvote, do not agree. Game companies shouldn't announce anything unless it's 4 to 6 months or less away from releasing. High-key agree, and I haven't even read another sentence yet. This is definitely just someone mad about GTA 6. Like, I'm calling it right now. Someone is mad about GTA 6. And me too. Yes, games take time, and I understand the marketing is a thing, but there is a really bad issue in the game industry right now where games are announced over 6 months, even as far as a year and a half in advance. It's nice that they want to build hype early, but the reality is that the early announcements kill excitement. That's how the attention economy works. I would much rather wait for an extended period with no announcement than get one before release compared to waiting almost 2 years after finding out early development just started. I don't know when this became normal, but I really wish it would just stop. I think the big part is that the longer you wait, the more hype people start to feel, and they're like, oh my god, I'm just counting down the days for this game. And if your game doesn't live up to that, now people are mad because you built this whole thing into their mind. And then also sometimes people just forget, and I think that's another problem. 100% agree, early announcements just mean more years of GTA 6 level waiting. It creates hype fatigue, not excitement. No, actually, like, I am sick to my stomach at GTA 6. Like, they extended it past again to, what is it? It's supposed to come out at the end of this year in November. Calling it right now, GTA 6 is gonna get delayed again. saying it. I'm saying it because it really is. I think it's like that because that's something to do with shareholders. I don't remember what, maybe to attract funds or something. Maybe, but I just think it's just bad. The next Sims, Elder Scrolls, and GTA will be announced so long ago. I completely lost interest in them. They haven't even released yet. There was another Sims that's supposed to be out. I actually hard agree with this opinion. We shouldn't be like, oh my god, our new game is gonna come out when? In the next 3 to 5 years or so. I don't know. Like that's really the level of these things right now. So completely agree with this opinion. Laundry is the easiest chore. That was scary. That was actually one of the scariest sentences I ever read in my life. Laundry is the bane of my existence. I see so many people go on and on about how they hate laundry. Literally, all you have to do is put it in the machine that does it for you, then put it into another machine and then take it out. Then either hang it or fold it, which takes time, but it's literally the easiest chore ever. I struggle with a lot of chores due to reasons, but laundry is never one of them because of how easy it is with little effort it entails. Edit, I learned that I smell better than all of you and I stay impeccably unwrinkled. Thank you for your confidence boost. I have now turned off all notifications. So you got chewed up and then you ran away is what it sounds like. Because first of all, laundry is not the easiest chore. If I had to say an easiest chore, I'd say like washing the dishes might be easier. And I don't mean like washing dishes, I mean like washing dishes where you're putting them into the, what's it called? The dishwasher. Yes, literally washing dishes is probably the easiest one because you just put the dishes in and you're putting them in as you're done eating with them. So it's not like this big like putting in thing. And then that does it for you. And then when it's done, you just take them out and put them away. And then you kind of get into a flow state when you're doing it. So it's like, you're not even thinking about it for real. But laundry is not the easiest chore. You have to remember when it's done in the wash, remember when it's done in the dryer, take it out, and then you have to fold it or hang it up. That takes so much more effort than like doing the dishwasher would. Hard disagree. You're gonna make someone very happy someday. No, actually, if someone was into me and they knew how to do laundry, that's already like a plus 10. Like,
What you trying to get into?
Yeah. If you have laundry in your home, then sure. Try saying it's easy when you have to leave your house to do it. That's actually a high-key good point I didn't even think about. If I had to go to a laundromat, literally I'm just going to keep buying new clothes. Folding and putting it away is buns. Only fold what's necessary. My sock drawer and underwear drawer is not folded. How would you fold underwear? Like, I guess you could, but that makes no sense to me. I have to continuously do chores to avoid losing the motivation. Even then, I have to make sure I don't take on extensive chores that wipe my motivation out of me. Definitely a me problem, but it seems like a common sentiment. This is a great point I didn't even think about. The reason I hate doing laundry is because you can maybe just get into the mood, but then the only way I'm able to continue to finish the laundry doing is if I do chores in between, like when I'm continuing to clean my bathroom and sweep the floor, and then okay, great, my laundry, I have to move it again to the dryer, and then I do some more chores in between. But if I do something where I'm sitting and then I'm done, then when I have my laundry, I have to take it out, and then it's just this giant pile of clothes, and I'm not in the chore mindset. Is done, we're done with it. So now I have to figure out a way to fold them, and it's just I can handle the two machines, but then the clothes get put on the chair until they are worn again. They don't make it all the way to the closet or drawers. Right now, my clothes are currently in a clothes basket right now. This is just how passionate I am about it. But literally the biggest problem, if I don't fold them, they just sit there for days. And then I finally finish folding them, and then it's time to do laundry again. And then I get another thing to fold. And I'm like, bro, I just finally got the motivation to fold, and I have to wash my clothes again to fold more clothes. I hate laundry. Biggest thumbs down. Road work should take place 24/7 until it's done. Road construction causes so much traffic, and people have places they gotta be. In car-reliant places, if they want to block off roads just to make the pavement look prettier, then the operation should run 24/7 and be over as soon as possible. I kind of agree with this take, but also 24/7 is kind of crazy. I don't think y'all realize what you're asking for right now. You're asking for someone to work at 3 a.m. to make a road. And also, I've had to deal with the road construction where they rebuilt this whole pavement for a long road, and it was terrible. It was awful because then they had to stop all of the traffic, backed up all the way a whole whatever block or mile, whatever the length of the road was, down. First, not all road is cosmetic. A lot of utilities, buried surprises that slow everything down. You can't just pave faster when you uncover a 90-year-old pipe that looks like it's about to fail. Second, night work isn't free or harmless. 24/7 construction means high labor costs. This is exactly what I was saying, because I'm like, you can just have people just working 24/7, and like that's a great point, because a lot of the road is not just about, oh, it's a little bumpy, let's just smooth it over. Like a lot of it is like fixing the road, because it's like that. Hearing all of the opinions and all of the things taking place, I have to disagree with this take, because while I understand the inconvenience of road work, sometimes it's necessary and it can't just be done 24/7, because that's kind of a lot. Okay, our last opinion for the day, y'all. We need a break. These opinions are scaring me. They're shattering my soul. You shouldn't be ashamed for not supporting local businesses. Ooh, y'all just going out swinging with these, aren't you? I'm going to buy things for the cheapest possible price because I don't have much money. I'm not going to feel bad about not buying from the local, independently run shop for a higher price. I didn't ask them to start a business and they don't support me in any way, so what do I owe them? Being able to buy locally is often a very privileged position. People who say it's only a few bucks more don't realize how significant a few bucks added onto every purchase is to a lot of people. Edit, people arguing, but it's better for you in the long run if you support the community, have no concept of the fact that people with little money aren't in a position to invest in the future. Being poor is living in the short term, purchase to purchase and paycheck to paycheck. Just off rip, there's some good points being made, some bad points being made. I get what they're saying, but they really gagged a lot of people saying, I didn't ask them to start a business. I mean, you're right, but like, this is tough. You're right, often it is a privileged position. I'm not going to shame anyone who's living within their means. I do like to support local when I can, but it's not always possible. And guilt tripping people, in my experience, makes them less likely to support local if they find themselves in a position to do so later. No, because I kind of agree in the fact that like, it's expensive out here, y'all. Like, I'm a college student, I'm just trying to make it by. But also I think for the people who can do it, people who can't, you know, do what you can. And I think that's really just the take here. Whenever I eat out though, I try to stay local. Most restaurants are doing legit business. That's actually a good point. I feel like a local restaurant's a good way to eat or support local businesses, because you know, you get to try something new and like hopefully better quality food than just like a McDonald's. Yeah, no, I think if you want a business to stay in business, then buy from that business. But if not, then don't buy from that business. And I think that's the summary of the take. Okay, y'all, so those were the hot takes. Some of them good, some of them bad, some of them a little in between, you know. Some of y'all are a little too spicy. Those were your hot takes, okay? Some of y'all scared me with your takes, and we'll see if we look at more in the future. But that was something, all right. Okay, bye, y'all.